Well, welcome everyone to this very special Facebook Live presentation about navigating through your grief during the Valentine's Day season. It can be a very difficult time for some people, especially if you've recently lost a romantic partner. And of course, it's very difficult during this time of the COVID pandemic as well. My name is the Reverend Dr. Don Stouter. I'm the bereavement coordinator here at Reliance Hospice. We'll begin by reviewing some strategies you can use if this is a difficult time for you. And then we'll be joined by Heather Strang, who's a thanatologist and grief educator, and she uses mindfulness as a way to treat bereavement. She'll be leading us through a meditation called Journey to Your Heart Center. So let's begin by zooming inside my computer where I'll begin this presentation. Well, once again, welcome everyone to this Facebook Live presentation called Navigating Grief on Valentine's Day. It's presented by Reliance Hospice of Palm Desert. And once again, my name is the Reverend Dr. Don Stouter. We'll have a special guest a little later, Heather Strang. She is a grief educator and thanatologist, and she uses mindfulness and different forms of meditation in the ways that she cares for folks who are on a grieving journey. So she's going to present a special meditation for us, and so we'll have that in a little while. A couple things I want to start off with just by saying, number one is your grief journey is your own, right? It doesn't matter what advice I give you or what advice other people give you. You need to grieve the way that you want to grieve, and everyone's journey is just a little bit different, regardless of things like stages or where you think you should be or how much time should you be sad or should I stop crying now. Whatever it is, just remember, your grief journey is your own. Also remember that special days trigger power emotions. A day like Valentine's Day, especially if you have lost a romantic partner, can be very, very, very painful. There's reminders everywhere telling us that loving couples are the norm. And so besides retreating to a desert island, how can you possibly cope through something like this? First of all, I'd like you to remember, as those of you that know me know I say a lot, all your feelings are normal during this time. But some of the feelings that people have during Valentine's Day are how the day feels particularly cruel to them. How the emphasis on togetherness and love and romance is really very triggering. How they can be suffering from unbearable loneliness. How they feel like it's almost a step backwards. The idea that awareness that life will never be the same is especially strong at a time like this, as are memories of past events and, of course, past loves. And of course, it's not helped by the fact that this is a holiday that's actually a social construct that was developed as a marketing tool. And just to give you an idea of what that really looks like so you can put it in perspective, 190 million cards will be exchanged on Valentine's Day this year, 2021. And $21.8 billion will be spent. This is a number from the National Retail Federation. So this holiday is sort of constructed to help people part with their money and also project expectations and often unwanted feelings on single people and people who are grieving. So the question is, amongst all of this advertising, all these images, all of the things you hear your friends and your family say about how they're going to spend their Valentine's Day, how do we possibly navigate through that? Well, this is a reading that I really appreciate from Tom Ateague. Grieving is a journey that teaches us how to love in a new way, now that our loved one is no longer with us. Consciously remembering those who have died is the key that opens the hearts, but allows us to love them in new ways. I really like this quote because it emphasizes something that I think is very important. A lot of people who are on a grieving journey think that forgetting about their loved one or thinking about them less is a sign of healing. And I want to suggest to you that I don't want you to stop thinking about your loved one. I want them to live in your life and in your heart. So how do we cope? Well, first of all, it's important to have a plan, and it's important to ignore the rules. So remember, you're doing things to help you cope, to help your particular version of a grieving journey. Having a plan ahead of time can be a really good idea. Make sure you give yourself permission to experience your grief. You don't have to be stoic. You don't have to go, oh, am I going to cry again today? I don't want to do that. It'll make me feel bad about myself. Don't worry about what feelings surface. Just feel them. Let them go through you like a wave on the beach. I want to suggest that you should find meaningful ways to honor your loved one. Take time to honor and remember the person you love. Do something special in memory of them and celebrate their life and the time that you had together. You might want to look through photographs, listen to their favorite song, or watch their favorite movie. This would also be a good opportunity to visit their grave. Maybe bring some fresh flowers. Take a little time to reflect on the past, because that's a healthy way to cope with this holiday, but also do it in a way that feels right for you. Again, don't suppress your feelings. Make sure you're practicing self-care, mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Don't be alone. Seek support on a day like this. Give yourself some quiet time to take some deep breaths and allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you need to feel. If you're with someone, and you should be on Valentine's Day, make sure you talk about how you're feeling. Tell them ahead of time, this loved one or this friend that you're going to spend some time with, that this is a day that you're going to want to talk about your loved one's death, and that you're going to want to share memories. And prepare them for that. Make sure they're okay with that. Lastly, I think it's a really good idea to be your own Valentine, to treat yourself. If you don't have someone to bring you flowers and candy, there's nothing wrong with treating yourself to something special on Valentine's Day. Get a massage, choose a beautiful banquet to brighten your home, or pick out your favorite chocolates or dessert. This is a day to spoil yourself and enjoy a little self-care, especially if you're missing someone special. Valentine's Day will never be the same without your loved one, and it's okay, even healthy, to experience sadness at this thought. By planning ahead, incorporating some of these activities into the days leading up to Valentine's Day, into Valentine's Day itself, and into the days after, you can prepare yourself for the holiday and find peace of mind in the midst of this dizzying array of hearts and cards and candy. I like this quote by Heather Stang. It's natural to revisit grief on anniversaries and holidays, but it can be very challenging to weather all these commercial reminders that Valentine's Day brings. One of the ways we can do that is to take a moment of mindfulness, to take a moment of quiet meditation, to recenter our heart, to feel what's inside. So now I'd like to introduce Heather, who is going to provide us with a meditation that will stir our heart, that will get inside you, that I know will bring you strength and meaning. She's going to jump right into it. So I would suggest to you that you make yourself comfortable in the chair that you're in. Hopefully you're in a quiet room or a quiet space, and that you just sort of close your eyes, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, and listen to Heather begin our meditation.
Find a comfortable position lying down on your back or sitting comfortably in a chair or on a cushion. Allow your eyes to close if you are comfortable with that, or find a point upon which to softly gaze. Begin to receive the natural flow of your breath just as it is, with no need to change, adjust, or shift anything. Be curious about the sensation of your own breath, your own life force. Allow your breath to become an anchor to the present moment. And when you catch yourself drifting away, gently bring yourself back to the next breath, continuing to receive its natural rhythm and flow. To whatever extent it is possible in this moment, invite your body to soften and release into the support beneath you, consciously softening your muscles, your joints, even your organs. You might even create a little space between your lips, and your breath can flow in and out of any air ports in your body, your nostrils, your mouth. It may even feel like your breath is flowing in and out of your pores. Draw your awareness now down to your feet. Notice the sensations that are present. You might sense temperature, tension, softness, tingling, vibration. On the next exhale, imagine you could soften your feet completely. Without forcing or struggling, just letting go. Draw your awareness up to your calf muscles. Be present and curious to the sensation. And if you wish, on the next exhale, imagine you could soften this part of your body. Drawing your conscious awareness to your knees, considering the sensations that are here. And breathing out, letting it go. Traveling up to the backs of your thighs, feeling the sensation of the contact with the support beneath you, and allowing your thighs to melt into that support. drawing your awareness around to the front of your thighs, noticing and letting go simultaneously. Awareness moving up to your buttocks now, releasing and softening these muscles. Allow that sense of relaxation to move into your hips. Invite your awareness to shift into your belly and abdominal area. You may feel the breath rising and falling here. Invite these muscles to unwind. Allow your awareness to drift down into your lower back and slowly begin to scan up your spine, vertebra by vertebra, imagining space being created between each bone as the muscles on either side of your spine sink ever deeper into the support beneath you. As you arrive at your neck, allow the muscles here to let go as much as possible so that your head can sink into the support beneath you as well. Allow your face to become completely expressionless. And then draw your awareness to your shoulders and imagine that they can melt away from your ears. Continue to follow the path of your arms. Moving down through the elbows, your wrists, your fingertips, and settling your awareness on the sensation in your palms. Notice the temperature here. The vibration, the life force. Moving almost imperceptibly slow, bring the palms of your hands together. Rub your hands back and forth against one another to create warmth and energy. Place your hands over your heart and feel the sensation of this connection. Imagine that under your hands there is a door that leads directly into your heart center. Before you enter, you may want to consider what your intention for this exploration will be. What is it that you hope to find here, to experience, to receive? And when you're ready, imagine that you could enter, cross the threshold into your own heart. You can carry your intention with you as you become very curious about what's happening here. You might imagine that your heart is like a room. You look around with curiosity, with wonder, and ask yourself, who lives here? Who inhabits this heart space? Imagine meeting your own true nature inside your heart. Who are you when you live from this place? When you live wholeheartedly? knowing that you can return anytime. Consider if there's anything you'd like to bring with you from this journey into your heart. What has stood out for you? What seems relevant? If it feels right, set the intention to return here again from time to time. Thank your heart for its wisdom. Namaste.
Wow, I really enjoyed that meditation, and I want to thank Heather Strang for providing that for us today. I hope this has been helpful to you if this has been a difficult time for you to navigate through. It doesn't matter what the holiday, it doesn't matter what your loss was. Grief is always difficult. And I'd just like to remind our viewers that you can always reach out to us here at Reliance Hospice if you need help or support in your grief and bereavement journey. I'd like to finish our time together today with a short reading. It's by Donna Markova. May we learn to open in love so all the doors and windows of our bodies swing wide on their rusty hinges. May we learn to give ourselves with both hands, to lift each other on our shoulders, to carry one another along. May holiness move in us so we pay attention to its small voice and honor its light in each other. So go today with our blessing. We're really glad you could join us. And we'll see you the next time when we have a special Facebook Live presentation. Goodbye, everyone.